my goodness. Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, to find out more about me and different things going on that I'm involved with for Stampin' Up! And could also see our products. We have a lot going on right now there. You could place an order. You also can sign up to have a workshop, which is the term we use for our party. You could join my team as well and take advantage of some of the perks of being a demonstrator. Right now, as we're heading into the last 2 weeks, this week and next week, it's really the last week that you can take advantage of the last chance sale with our annual catalog, because our new catalog goes live May 3rd. So the last day to take advantage of that is May 2nd. To add to everything, this Thursday, April 21st, 2022, there's free shipping. So if there's things that you want to get, that's the time to do it. Some things will be more expensive in the new catalog. They're putting some prices up. You know, a lot of things have gotten more expensive. It's like 25 or 50 cents more an item. So if there is some things you want, like even just some basic stuff, cardstock, stamp pads, maybe some tools, not only would you get the lower price, but you also would get free shipping. So it's something to think about. Okay, we have a couple of other things that are available now that won't be available starting May 3rd. But then May 3rd, we have a lot of new things coming. So we got a lot, and then there's a lot more exciting things not too long after that. So, okay. So today, it's Paper Pumpkin. This is my Paper Pumpkin week, when I show you our Paper Pumpkin kit. Paper Pumpkin is a kit that comes to your home each month, and the cost of it, what you pay, that's the cost of the kit, and shipping's included, so no shipping's added. The only thing that's added is tax, and that's different obviously for everybody, because some people have higher taxes than other people. Some maybe have none, but wherever your tax is, where you live, that's added to the cost, but the shipping's included in the price. Okay, and I will double check that because it changed recently, and I don't want to say a price and have it be incorrect, so I will put it in the description later, comments, just so that you have that information, as well as a link so that you can get into that in case that's something that you would like to do. Because next month it's going to be even more exciting, and I'll show you in just a second here, because this is Paper Pumpkin box. This is how it usually looks. Once in a while they change the color for something special. Comes in the mail. When you open it, a lot of times they'll have some kind of flyer like this, and this is talking about next month, which our in colors will be in the kit next month. They're going to have all 5 in there. I'm not sure what color they will give us in ink, because they're not going to give us 5 ink pads, but of the Stampin' spots, but you'll still get an ink spot, but it will include all 5 of the new colors, so that's exciting. For this month, what is included here, the Stampin' spot is Melon Mambo, and of course you get some stamps, and we get 2 kits here, so I already stamped those in the Melon Mambo on this white scrap paper, just so you can see better. Okay, so this is that, and actually I guess I would do it this way. And so you get a butterfly, a caterpillar, a butterfly like flying sideways, and then these kind of stylized flowers. Every day is a new day. I'm so proud of who you've become. May this new season hold wonderful new experiences. I believe in you, and beautiful things take time. Okay, so, and in here, wrapped in here, is the actual items in the kit. And I usually take this out carefully so I can reuse it, although, you know, after a while you get quite a bit of it. So it's not like, wouldn't be the end of the world if it, and it is just paper, yep, tissue paper. All right, so here's our kit, the items for our kit this month. They gave us some dimensionals. See, they're good size dimensionals. They gave us these beautiful, put this white behind it, hopefully you can see it, these beautiful gems, little, almost like mother of pearl kind of. Okay, then we've got envelopes, 3 different envelopes. Okay, all right, and then the card bases. Now these look a little different. See, they're folded back like that. There's the back of it. Here's the front. Okay, so we've got 3 of these. And we've got 3 of these. I'll put this to the side. And then 3 of these. All right, and then here's the directions. So I'll just show you here kind of quickly how these fold. Okay, so I actually have some right over here, so let me do those for you. So when it comes in the box, it's like this. This folds up, so it's going to open like this. You decorate the front, and then on the back is a place for you. In this case, you can write your message on the back on this one. Okay, so there's that card. And then, so there's 2 cards that are like that. This is the other one. Okay, it's got, all right. Then the third one, and I'll show you on here first because those others look, whoops, where did I just had it. So, okay, so they come like that. This one was open like this, and you can probably see, I don't know how well it shows up, but look, you poke things out, and this, you can use your scissors if you have a stylus or some type of pokey tool like a pick type thing. You can even use those to help you get these punched out. These are little stars that, and those. And I actually have this little container. Oh, wait, there. So that's all of them. And I have one of these little containers that had some sequins or something like that in it. Like, I'm putting them in there so I can just make it easy to kind of contain them. And then at some point, maybe I'll use them like in a shaker card or figure some other thing out for them. Oop, there's one more. So when you're done, you can see the inside, and then you fold it in half, and then you can see like the inside shows through. There's some blue, light blue, some white. And when you open it up, there's the sun. Okay, and it has and then I'll show you some little punch outs that we have that come with it, the little die cuts. I just had them right here. And there's 3 of these. Okay, so and those all punch out. So you've got a star, you've got a butterfly, you've got actually 2 clouds. You've got this flower, you've got caterpillar, and you've got these little flowers and this banner. Okay, so let me just see. I can just add them with my other ones over here. And 2 different clouds. Okay, so see, it doesn't take long. You can, or you don't have to punch them all out at once if you don't want to. A lot of times I do that just then they're handy, and I don't have to stop in the middle of what I'm doing. Okay, so a lot of times that's what I'll do, is I'll punch them out ahead of time. And I do have like little Ziploc bags or something like that I put them in, just so I can have them handy when I'm ready to put my card together. All right. Whew. So I'm going to move these things out of the way, maybe, if I can. All right, these extra things here. I'll make sure I have one of each of these. Okay, so we're going to take a little closer look right now at the directions that they send us. Okay, so on the front, this little star is trying to escape. On the front, it shows the finished product. Okay. Now on here, I just realized, I kind of put it together the way they did it. This has like stars in it, and then they put this here, but you can mix and match them however you want. Okay. So then when you open it up, first, like right here, if you look right here, so I'm going to fold this back, it shows each card base and the components needed for each one. All right, so with this, you're going to they tell you to take this big flower and then one of those and 2 of these. All right, for that one, and the banner. So that's for the first card. For the second card, they have you grab these 2. Oh, they also show you the stamps that go with each one. So I'll do that in a minute. And then the pieces for this. What is that? I just realized there's some little thing there. I'm not sure what they're telling us there, but anyway. Then we have the 2 clouds and the star. Okay. And I'll have to look closer because I'm not sure what that. Oh, maybe is that supposed to be a? I didn't get it there. I don't know what that is exactly, so I'll look a little closer in a minute. Then they show you the stamps they recommend, and then here's like, oh, I know these things. I see those are because they're blue. I'm going, what the heck is that? It's like a shadow. It's supposed to be these things. All right, now I like, man, I didn't see that. What is they talking about? And then they then they put down here the stamps they recommend for each, and we'll look at those a little closer in a minute. So that's all the components. Then they show each card, and they kind of give you pictures step by step what to do. Okay. Now on the back of this, they do have a picture of all the components of the kit, so you can check against there to make sure, if you thought you might be missing something, you can look against here and it will have everything listed there. Down here it lists the colors that they feel coordinate with this kit, and the ones they mentioned were Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Bermuda Bay, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Granny Apple Green, and Melon Mambo. Okay, so those are all the colors that they recommend can coordinate with this kit. I find sometimes There are other things that also, other colors may also coordinate with it. So if there's something else that you think doesn't hurt, you know, bring out what you think is going to go with that kit. All right. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to put these all together. Here's this one. Here's the completed ones. Okay. There's that one. Here's this one. Oops. And then here's this one. Oh, I have that over too far. I just realized that's there's, so I'll have to play around with that. You know, I can lift it up here, and I did not realize I had that over there. I did over a little further, so when I put it together with you, I'll do it a little differently. Okay, so, and then I did decorate the front. I realized I don't have any stars or moons or whatever, and so I put a couple of the flowers there. Then I thought, what would it look like with the flowers all across the bottom? So there's that. This one I put a caterpillar there, a butterfly on the back. But if you want to decorate your envelopes, you do it however you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be the way I did it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with this card. So when it comes in the box, it's this piece is folded back. All right, and then it's hard to see here, but right there is another score line. So that folds forward. And if you have a bone folder, you can do this. If you don't have a bone folder, you can also use, they send, with the first paper pumpkin kit, you get a block. It's like this. You can use this. Also, like the edge of it, just like this along there to help that to sit down better. Okay. So then what they recommend is that you're going to put the big flower here. Now this is like a stem. Okay. So, and they show on the paper, they showed 3. I did 2 last time. You really, it's how you can do as many or as few as you like. You got more than enough of the dimensionals to do it pretty much the way you want. So then this goes over here. Then they put one, they take this bigger flower. Well, I'll just show you here. Let me show you on here. Open this to kind of show you step by step. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do, which I should have done before that, is you're going to stamp on the back. You really should stamp before you put this down. I don't know. Sometimes it'll come up if I just, yeah, because I didn't have a chance to really grab yet, so I can bring this up carefully. But you do want to do that before. And what they recommended on the back of this is, I believe in you. So I will do that just so I can get the right one here. This one. Here's the I believe in you. And I am, this is the little stamping spot they give you. Just to save some time, I have put all of the stamps on blocks. The block they send you is the size of our D block. See, they're basically the same. The D block might be just a smidge smaller, but excuse me. And our blocks, you can order these. This is not necessary unless you want to, okay? It is a little thicker, as you can see. It's got little finger ridges here just to help you hold it a little bit better, give you a little more, but it's not, you can use this for everything. You just have to take it off and put it on, you know, each one. And I just was trying to have it on black so that I don't have to take the time to do that. So they have that there, and then they used these little flowers, and they just put it down there. And see, it's kind of, I guess this would be like, you know, like the leaves, and that top is little flowers, or just a decoration if it doesn't look like flowers to you, because that is, all right, so that is what you should do first. Then you put this on. Then they have you put that, it's actually on the card, the card base, and overlaps this. But then these, now this is what they do for these littler ones, because these big ones are way too big. But around the edge you have these little, and you can cut through there now, and you can even cut those in half if you want, because these flowers are kind of small. Yep. So let me see. So I cut that in half and put one there and one there, and take the release paper off the front. It's not exactly in the center of it, but I think there, I can pick that one up so it hadn't stuck yet. And this one. And then they just recommend that you put one up here. And this is right on the flower. And the other one they have kind of down here. So let me just see. Turn it around because there. Make sure the sticky's on the flower. Okay. Like that. And then for this, beautiful things, let me find it. Beautiful things take time. And this, I'm going to move this a little bit here. There. And then this, they put over here, and they put a couple of the dimensionals on. You just want to make sure, so I want one at the end over here, and you want to make sure wherever you put this other one that it's gonna not, it's gonna be on this part, not sticking over here. And you can put 2 or 3 on there. I put 2. You could put a third one if you wanted. And if you want, the other thing that sometimes I do is, sometimes I'll put like one over here and then put the other one here, so then I can make sure that goes on straight, because otherwise sometimes it's difficult to make sure it's straight. And then they recommend putting these, just like their little stones down here. You can use the point of your scissors like this, your snips, whatever you call them. Or if you have some kind of a pokey tool, like a take your pick tool, or some other one that has a pointy end, or even with our take your pick tool, if you wanted, you could use the putty end and pick it up from the top, except I didn't quite get that right. Well, that's going to stick to me. So the pokey end like this. That's kind of how they did it. I'll try the next one, the poke like this, and then you can set it right down if you do that correctly. I had it on there. It didn't have it quite on there in the right spot to do that. But, so here's the first one, the way they recommend it. Okay. Obviously, you don't have to, you can put whatever you want on here. If none of the sentiments in the kit are saying what you want to say, but you have other stamps from other kits previously, or just other stamps in general, and you want something from one of those, obviously you can do that. There's no rule that says you have to do things exactly the way they say, nor that you have to use only the items that they include. Okay, and tomorrow on my YouTube channel, I will be doing some alternates with this. Okay, so anyway, and then this what I'm taping today, I will also share on YouTube later today. Okay, so here's the second one. Again, there's their directions, and you want to, oh, the other thing, wait, one other thing with this. So I'm going to use this. So you can really, you could use that could go with that, this could go with that. They all coordinate, so you can have them be whatever color, whichever one you want with it. I think I'm gonna. So if you want to decorate the outside, you can also use, you can use any of the things, or again, from one of your other sets if you like that better. I'm just gonna, there's that. I'm gonna do 3 sets. But you can do it however you want. Or if you want it on the back flap, you could also do that. Okay? So here's this one. All right. So then it's time to put this one together. And this one, you'll see, I got this over a little bit too far to the right. So you do want to make sure it's over a little more so that is hidden. But what you could do if you wanted to kind of help hide that, because we do have some extra flowers here, is if you wanted, you could even put one of these flowers just like that to help hide that. Okay? Whether you pop it up or whether you use like one of your glue dots from a previous set kit, or here, let me just get a hold of that. Whoop, I didn't get that quite. See that? Then that's one way to do it. So that's hidden. Okay. And if you wanted another flower, you could also put it down there. Oh, I hit some on my thumb. I put it right there, but it's okay. All right. So let me show you how that one goes together. And again, it's not, I am doing it the way they show you. You can, there is a video available, or you can, just look at this. But I know sometimes, and I know I can be like this too, that yeah, I can read the directions and I can figure it out, but sometimes I still will watch the video, or else watch somebody else doing something just to be sure that I'm understanding how things go together, because sometimes this one is pretty straightforward, but sometimes it's not so much, and it makes it a little more difficult to figure out. So they recommend on here, stamping on here, this one. May the new season hold wonderful new experiences. May this new season hold wonderful new experiences. And this is, we're getting into graduation time. And where did I put that? Right here. I just have a little on. I want to make sure I got a little extra ink on there. Oh, and I've got a little bit of a padding here on my top, but with the clear stamps, if you're not getting a good impression, you need something under it. You could choose to buy the Stampin' Pierce mat that we have, but you don't necessarily have to. Even if it's just like a magazine, something that has a little extra give, so that when you stamp down, the stamp kind of goes into it. If you get a rubber stamp, let me just grab a rubber stamp here. See, the rubber stamps have this padding here. And so when it's behind the stamp, so when you stamp down, it kind of goes back into that. These don't have, see, they're clear, they don't have a pad behind it. So sometimes if your surface is too hard, it won't stamp well. And if you have something that's a little bit soft, even like I said, even just a magazine, something that's got a few layers, then you want it, you want it to have a little bit of structure to it, but that can make a difference and give you a better impression sometimes. All right, so on the outside, may this new season hold wonderful new experiences, and I think I got that a little crooked, but it's okay. And then they also stamped this butterfly here, or it might be up a little higher, but there. Then on the outside right here is where they stamped. I'm so proud. Let me just find that one. It's right here. I'm so proud of who you've become. I'm going to make sure it's over this way a little more this time. Okay, I'm so proud of who you've become. So when you're, okay, and again, this part folds forward and you just want to make sure when you do it that the top and bottom are aligned, or as I said, you can use this if you don't have a bone folder. You can order one if you would like one, because we do have them in our catalog, our annual catalog. Okay, and then they put the butterfly here. Now they showed, I guess they showed 3. I was thinking they showed 2, but I see they do show 3. They have like this here, one on each wing and one kind of near down like that, almost like a triangle between the 3. So there's that. Then they also have a caterpillar. Move this over here. They put 3 on him, so you could put 1 at each end and 1 in the middle. I actually I did it like this, and I just kind of liked this one. Actually may have been over a little more on my other one. So this guy, you just put him on the leaf. He's like walking along the leaf, and this guy's, whoop, where did that come from? This guy's up in the air, flying. Whoop, I got him over a little. So that's also, you might want to, it's not the end of the world if it's under there, but if you want it to the side, make sure you put that down before you put him on. Do what I say, not what I do, right? Okay, get that out of the way. Then for this one, I'm going to try to see if I can get this end to, the putty end, to work, ouch, properly for me. And now that I poked myself with the other end. And they did 3 of them to be almost like little feet under this caterpillar. See if I can get it. So 1 there, 1 back here, and 1 in the middle. And actually this one, I think I got it up a little higher than I want it to be. See if I can move it down just a little there. So that's like his feet. If you wanted, I didn't do this on the other one, but I got thinking about this. If you wanted, you could even put one here, like be his, you could put it way up for his head. You could put it down lower for his body. Let me just see here. Well, there's his whole body, but that's his, like you do it even something like this if you wanted. And if you want more down here, you could. You couldn't do that on all of them. There would be quite enough, but, one of them, if you wanted one a little fancier, you could do it like that. Okay. Usually we try to have odd numbers, just because in nature that's what we usually see. So here's this one. I'm so proud of who you've become. And see, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly, and on the back, may this new season hold wonderful new experiences. And for this one, I'm going to put that with it. So on here, I'll show you what I did. On my other one, I did the bigger butterfly here. And then on the front, I did the caterpillar. Here he is. Kind of crawling along down here. If you wanted, you could also put the other little butterfly over there, but that's what I chose to do on here. So there's that. Okay, that's the second one. Now, the third one is this one with the moon. Okay, so this one I'm going to use a different one, but I'm going to use this. And so where did I put right here? Okay, so all of those are punched out. Okay, and again, I'm going to help this to lay down a little better. Okay, so it's always recommended that you stamp first before you do anything else, because then if you're raising things up, especially as they might be under sometimes where you might want to stamp. Okay, every day is a new day is what this one says. And this one, they put down on this cloud, but I didn't do something quite right there. See if there. Gotta be careful. Every day is a new day. And then out here, what they did, so how did I open that back up? They took, so this is here, okay. Then there's one cloud goes that way, one cloud is that way. Whoops, it flipped out of my fingers, and a star. And then they put these, and again, you can use your finger, you can use, take your pick or some pointy tool. You could use you could use that if you want. And for the star, it's not quite as small as some of those flowers, but it's still on the small side. So I just kind of cut a little piece off the edge there. See if I can get it off. It wants to stick. All right, I'm going to take the top release paper off, I think, because the bottom's wanting to stick. See if I can get a hold of this. There. Okay, so that's a tiny piece. And just so you know, in our book, in our catalog, you can get these. There's quite a few in a package. We also have these mini ones, and in white they're separate. They have a mini one and a regular size one, and then we also have some that come in black, which in some ways would be good here just because it's against a dark background and it's more difficult to see. And they come, when you get them, they come with the mini, there's the mini, and with the full size. They're having to stick some minis on there, but okay. So those are available in our annual catalog if that's something that you would like to, get a little more of. Okay. Get these out of the way. So what they recommend is then you can have this however you want it. The stars going that way. Take the top, the release paper off the top of these, either with your finger, you could use your tool like that. All right, and then you just want to make sure where it hangs over there doesn't have the sticky on, because you don't want it to stick to the inside of the card. So I got, this one's a little different. Here, wait, I just want to make sure, wait a minute. Put that down like that. And this guy is going to go a little more like that. There. Okay, so there's that. Then what they did is that they put the jewel things here behind the star, like in this little, like it's a shooting star. They did it like that. But you could put it somewhere else if you want. Now, one of the things I thought I might show you, because I did end up just putting, I had stamped on the wrong thing, but one of the things you could do if you wanted, and especially if you have you have some other stamps, which I didn't think to bring this over because I wasn't thinking about. Oh yes, I do have it here. What you could do if you wanted, well, there's a couple things you could do. You could do this almost like a stencil. So this one, maybe you might want, where's my little, you can use, got a few things here, let's see. You could use one of these. You could get a blending brush. You could use the finger dauber, or you could even use, which I have somewhere in the corner, here it is. You could even use, that's a little sticky. You could even use a piece of sponge. Okay, so you get a little color on that. And in this case, just kind of around like this. You can make it darker if you want, but there you've got a moon. Looks a little spooky. And the other thing you could do, it would be, or you could also even just do the yellow around it, you know, like it's giving off a glow. But there's that. Or if you happen to have stencils that have it on, you could also just use the stencil, that or the clouds, right? So, okay, so there's different things you can do on, because this comes out of the card, you could, but if you wanted the clouds, you could even use this. I don't know if I can, this we did the outside. Let me just, here's a piece of scrap paper, so let me just show you. If you wanted, say, just a little bit of the like grayish around the outside, do it just kind of, I did it with the black, but if you have gray, you can do it with gray. Okay, so it would look, let me try it up here in this corner so that, because I just realized the way I did it might be difficult to see it. Let me just try around the edge. Really just around, kind of around the edge. Okay, see, because that was down there, so you might want a piece of scrap paper. I wasn't thinking, like if you had the edge of the envelope there, you might want a piece of scrap paper so that you're not having this shadow down here. So I just realized, because it went off the edge, that that's what it did. Okay, but you could do something like this on the outside of on the bottom of your envelope too. If you brought it way down to the bottom, let me just try it here. I'm not going to do it on there, but see, if this was way down like this, then it would be off, and you could have a piece of scrap paper down here. But that's another way of decorating your envelope if you wanted to. You don't have to, you know. For this, you'd have to use this and that, you know, unless, or you could just, if you have, you know, sometimes with some of your other stamp sets, if you have a moon, if you have stars, you could even use those on the outside. Okay, but I just wanted to show you that is a type of alternate for decorating your card. Okay, so all right, let me clear the decks here so we can see this the cards a little better. So here's this one. This one. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, this one. Okay, so that we have them all. Try and get them up here where hopefully you can see them all. there, there, and there. Hopefully you can see all those. See when it comes over into the, yeah, there. Okay. So, any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave them here or private message me. I just ask that we all just try to be kind to each other in our comments. So constructive criticism is good. We just want to be kind. Okay, so tomorrow night on my YouTube channel, I'll have a new video that will have some alternates. And then Friday I will be back again with a fun fold, which already has a fun fold on it, but I'll see what else I might be able to do to make it even more interesting, but yet easy so that it's not, a difficult thing. But I hope you all have a good week, and until we meet again, happy crafting, my friends. Bye-bye.